today we have to transform this into this.
The good life, the good life. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life.
Good morning, shy folk, and welcome back to Old Man Willow Farm. My name's Diane. I run a horse boarding, training, and lesson facility here in Oregon. And today we are prepping for a dressage show. So I am taking 2 horses because Pearl is sound. If you saw last week's vlog, you'll know I had 3 unsound horses and I was wondering if she was going to make it to the show. But she is sound. She is fresh and frisky, but she is sound. So we'll see how that goes. Pearl is a 4-year-old appendix. She came off the racetrack and we've had her for about 6 months. So she's a complete baby. And then I'll also be riding Gypsy. So Gypsy is a paint pitch run cross who belongs to another client of mine, Leslie. And she is a super sweet girl. She's done a lot of trail riding, trail clinics, but we've just started riding her, doing a little dressage training, a little show jumping, introducing her to those things. And this will be her first horse show. So even though she's been around the block a time or two, this will be a new experience for her. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I'll take you through a little of that prep and take you to the show itself. And hopefully we're going to have a good day out. Well, I am soaked through. I gave this lady a bath and I'm just letting her have a little hand graze if she would just calm down. She's the first gray horse that I've had to ride in shows and that, and I have to say they are a lot of work. They get so dirty with stable stains and that, like horrible, nasty yellow stains. And I had to scrub and scrub and scrub to get them off. So keep it rugged up, covered up, and hopefully we'll minimize the stains before the show. Come on, Missy, eat some grass. So we're starting with the introductory tests. We're going to do Intro A, which is a walk trot test, and then we're going to do Intro C, which is a walk trot canter test. So those are great. It's just a great introduction for them. And then no pressure. And really, it's just about getting them used to being at a show and the show atmosphere and stuff like that. I'm not expecting anything to win any rosettes or anything crazy like that. I just want them to do just a calm, relaxed, obedient test. That's my goal. That's my aim. So we will see how that goes. I have not been able to ride Pearl all week because she just bumped herself and she was unsound for a couple of days. And so yeah, fun. She's pretty frisky out there. So I think it might be fun and games. But yeah, so not the ideal circumstance. I would have loved to have, dropped my sponge. I would love to have had a week's worth of hard work and riding her and getting her running through the test. But yeah, just not on the cards. So it's the way it goes. Okay, morning guys. So it is just after 6. We are in a crazy rush because we're running so late and I am trying to do these ridiculous braids. Helen fancies a Western style mane, which is long as you can see. And so I've had to do super long plaits and then make little buns and do multiple So normally you would have 9 braids. Excuse me. Normally you would have like 9 braids in a mane, but we have double that, more than double that, and they look hideous. So anyway, I'm doing the best I can. Definitely not going to impress the judge. Yeah, so this is Pearl. You guys have met Pearl before. If you haven't, check out her playlist. I'll put that link in. And she is I'm writing her in the Intro A and Intro C. And this is her first ever dressage test. So very exciting. And fortunately, it's a small show, but still, I am mortified by these braids. And then I am also writing Gyp, who belongs to Leslie. She's another client of mine, and I'm writing Gyp in the same classes. It's also Gyp's first dressage show. So very exciting. Our babies are flying the nest and beginning to show this season, which is fun. Anyway, I'm going to finish off here. Pray for me. And then I'm going to do Gyp's mane. Gyp is her mane. Yeah. Gyp's mane is thick and super long, and so we'll do a running braid with his mane. I probably should have done that with her mane as well, but I was like, oh, I way prefer this kind of braid for dressage. Let me try and do this, and it's not working out so well. But too late to change my mind now, so yeah. And we are all loaded up and we are off. The great convoy has begun. I have Miss Ayla here. She's my handy dandy little assistant today. She's taking Helen's place and gonna be videoing and commentating, so exciting. What a clever girl. Keep going. Oh, you turn around. There's a clever girl. What a clever girl. Yeah. She's not used to backing out of the trailer.
Yeah.
It's Helen's trailer.
That was very fast, bro. You're a good girl.
Okay. So another trailer can come in there?
Yeah, because I'm going to
Pretty girl. Where are you going?
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
Just
We're trying to figure out what you said. I'll just park right there next to them. Yes. Yeah.
She is totally a unicorn.
She is. Look at her, Miss Unicorn. Looking all beautiful. Hey, Miss Gyp, hold on. Hold on, Missy.
Oh my goodness.
She's an old hand. She knows how to back out of a trailer. Okay, so let me move my truck again and then get the show on the road.
Sometimes what you want ain't what you need. Sometimes letting go can make your heart bleed. Sometimes the road ahead seems dark as night. Have some faith in yourself. That's the guiding light. You should know that when your dreams have
Here comes Gyp. Big girl with an apple butt. She's so cute. I love her apple butt. It was totally an apple butt.
Another swings open, that's life. And
Look how cute she is.
The darkest hour, they say, is just before dawn.
And looking good.
You might take a fall, but you can bounce right back.
This arena is
Dressed up
huge.
like a heart attack.
And it's so
'Cause
fancy.
you know that when
I really don't know
your
what's on the ground
dreams
though.
hit the
It's like
ceiling
colorful.
and falling back down on the ground. Let me tell you, I know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes, another swings open, that's life. And let's dwell upon the darkest hour, they say, it's just before dawn.
I think Diane's pretty happy with her right now.
Yeah.
Look at that trot.
When your dreams have hit the ceiling and falling back down.
Can't believe the unicorn's gonna do a dressage test. I can't believe it though. She's a
I
cutie.
know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes and another swings open, that's life. And let the dwell upon the darkest hour, they say.
She's looking good. She didn't
It's just
flip
before
out
dawn.
to the judges box.
The darkest hour, they say.
Oh my gosh, she is such a unicorn. Look at that. And she's
Just
looking at the
before
boys.
dawn.
Right, so this first test on Pearl wasn't too bad. So entered working trot rising, and then a transition after X to the medium walk. So the judge said she's a little bit against the hand in the transition, but obedient. She got a 6 for that. Then C, track right, and M, working trot rising. So she said could be steadier in the contact. She was a little distracted there. And then at A, circle right, 20 meters, working trot rising. She got a 7 for, no comment. That was quite a nice circle. So you see she's fighting me a little bit. And then she softens, accepts the contact, and she's a little bit better. She wasn't at her best because there were a lot of distractions and things going on. Then KXM, change rein, working trot rising. She got a 7.5. No comment. So that was quite nice. Settle down a little bit. C, circle left, 20 meters, working trot rising. Here, we only got a 5.5. You'll see she has a big stumble. Whoop. And then, yeah, so loss of balance. And then between C and H, medium walk. Yeah, she got a 6 because she was a bit against my hand again. All her transitions, she was a little resistant. HXF, free walk, another 6. The judge said she showed some stretch, but she could be more consistent. Usually she does a lovely free walk and stretches down beautifully, but she was just very distracted by all the horses and activity going on, which is understandable for a 4-year-old at her first show. Then between F and A, medium walk, and A down center line. She said could show more energy. I was just trying to not let her overshoot the turn, honestly. X, hold salute, and she got a 7 for this hold. So it was quite a nice hold. No comment from the judge. I was pretty pleased with that. For her first ever dressage test, I think, considering all the distractions that were going on, I think she did pretty well. So the second test was a little bit of a disaster. So what happened was we went in, and this is showing a little bit of the first time I started on this test. We went in, we started the test. It wasn't too bad. We got halfway through, and then the judge rang the bell and told us that we were doing the wrong test, which we weren't, but they had given her the wrong test. So we ended up starting again, and that's when things just kind of went downhill from there. So when we started the test the second time, unfortunately, the weather just went crazy. Like this, like gale force gusts of winds just swept up. It started pouring rain. The wind caused all that fencing in the background. It just caused it to rattle. There was a horse that was screaming in the background continually, which was super distracting for her. And so she was like calling back to it, and it was just pretty much like, oh, and then to top it all off, someone thought it was a good idea to drive an ATV past the dressage arena. So yeah, not a recipe for success, unfortunately. Anyway, so here we go. A, enter working trot rising, which already I was about to go in, and then she was just like, no, I don't want to go back into the arena. And then it was X, hold through medium walk salute, proceed at working trot rising. So the judge gave me a 6 for this. Said a bit unsteady and distracted, which was kind of an understatement. Did hold square, although she shifted her butt a little to the right. Then it was C, track right. And we got a 6.5 for that. Again, unsteady and distracted. B, circle right 20 meters, working trot rising. So there you can see the wind and the rain, and the judge just calmed. She gave me a 5, but she just said like dreadful weather was her comment. And that was the fence banging in the wind caused that little spook. Then A, circle right 20 meters, developing the working canter in the first quarter of the circle, right lead. Again, this was just like the whole thing. She's just so upset right now and so worried about everything that's going on. I just wish I could capture like how dreadful the weather was and how awful everything was. Anyway, then we had KXM, change rain, working trot rising. So we actually got a 7 for this. Not quite sure how, but there we go. Oh, she could settle down a little bit. And then E, circle left, 20 meters, working trot rising. Again, we got a 7 for that. The judge's comment was good recovery. think we had a little lull in the wind right then, which allowed us to have a decent circle. And she's not normally like a super spooky or crazy horse. She's usually really chill and level-headed, but the conditions were really appalling. And then it was a circle left, 20 meters, developing the working canter in the first quarter of the circle, left lead. So you will see this is when we have the little rodeo show, a little explosion. And woo, and we got a 5 for that. Judges comments, some bucking and leaping, good riding. So I guess there's that. I ended up just circling her again, just getting her to settle at the circle, because at this point, like, what the heck? And then between F and B, medium walk, we got a 6. No comment. BH, free walk. She said could show more stretch. Yeah, she was just super distracted, and it was just wow that I could let go of the reins, and she was okay with that. Between C and M, a working trot rising. We got a 6.5 for that. No comment. And I think you'll see the ATV zooting around the background. And then A down center line, hold through medium walk and salute. And we got a 6 for that. And the comment was distracted. It was dreadful. I cannot tell you how terrible the conditions. There's the lovely little vehicle, which just was the cherry on the cake. So she kind of was like, what? But I got it to halt eventually. But that was that. So this lady finished her ride and was a little bit of a disaster. So what happened was the judge had the wrong test for me. And so I started my test, and then she blew the whistle, and she was like, oh, you've gone wrong. And I'm like, no, I haven't. She said, well, we've got you down for intro level B. I'm like, no, intro level C. So we had to start again. And right when we started, the wind and the rain just like went crazy. It freaked her out, like it was rattling the rails of the pins, and yeah, it just blew her little brain. And after that, it was downhill. She was like a bucking bronc. Anyway, we got it loaded now. It's pouring with rain here. It is such a miserable day. But we got her loaded. We're trying to get her to settle down and eat some hay. She is very anxious. Very anxious. Hey, girly girl. It's been a little bit of a day for you, hasn't it? But so we're trying to get her settled down before I have to leave with Gyp to go and ride my second set of tests. So I'm going to be riding Gyp now in about an hour. So I'll get on and warm up in a little bit. But yeah, I took her back into the arena and worked with her a little bit and just worked her through some of the stuff because I just didn't want to end on a bad note. So so hopefully I got her working nicely again, and it'll get better and better. That's what we're coming out for, is to just expose her to the show environment and help her to learn to relax and not get so tense about it. So anyway, 1 down, 2 to go. So I felt like Gyp did a really steady, nice test, considering her level and where she's at. So it was A, enter working trot rising, between X and C, medium walk. The judge gave us a 7, said steady entry and obedient transition. Then C, track right, M, working trot rising, another 7, steady and obedient. So A, circle right 20 meters, working trot rising. Here we got a 6.5 because, and that's basically what we got for all our circles, because the judge wanted to see more bend. Now, that's something we're really working on with her. She has that really thick, as you can see, short neck. So getting her to stretch down into the contact and bend is there. She gave a little bit there. It's a little challenge. And so that's something we're really, really working on. KXM change terrain, working trot rising. We got a 7. There was no comment from the judge. But yeah, I think that was nice and straight. And then C, circle left, 20 meters, working trot rising. Again, a 6.5 because there was no bend and no stretch through the neck. That's definitely something we'll continue to work on with her. I mean, the huge improvement from when she started, but yeah, a long way to go still. And then between C and H, medium walk, we got a 7, no comment from the judge. And then a 7.5 for the free walk on a long rein. And she usually does a great job of, when you give her a long rein, of really stretching down. And you can see how nicely she's stepping through behind. So that was a lovely free walk. I was very happy with that. An FA medium walk. And we got a 6.5 for that because she said a bit unsteady in the contact. And then A down center line and X halt salute. Now she only gave us a 6 for our halt. I'm not sure why. Let's see. We're good down center line. We were nice and straight. Oh, wow. I don't know why she gave us a 6 for that. I think that was a pretty good square halt. All right, so this was my second test on Gyp, the C test. And you can see, actually, I didn't say before, but I'm riding her in the long arena, not a short arena, which is so much easier because it just gives you more time for everything. Would have been helpful with Perl, I think. But certainly it was helpful with Gyp because she's just so big and bulky. And so it just gave us more time with our transitions, more time to just think things through. Anyway, so for this test, it was A, enter working trot, X, halt through walk, salute, and we got a 7 for that. Obedient transition and square halt. Very nice. Then C, track right, working trot rising. Again, 6.5, needs better bend. She did say we had a good use of the corner. And then B, circle right, 20 meters, working trot rising, a 6.5. Needs more stretch through the neck, more bend. That was a pretty consistent comment throughout. And then A, circle right 20 meters, developing the working canter in the first quarter of the circle. So we only got a 6 for this. Let's see why. I'm not sure. She just says need more bend. Oh, she lost a little. Oh, that was a pretty, I think, decent transition. Oh, she looks like she's bending to me. I mean, for her, that's pretty good bend. And that was, yeah, I mean, I didn't, maybe. Okay, KXM, change rein, working trot rising. Comments were straight and balanced. She got a 7 for that. And then our E, circle left, 20 meters, working trot rising. This one, she actually was the one circle she got a 7 for, because the judge said she saw her stretch down through her back. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that's better. There we go. So she showed a little bit. So I guess she gave us brownie points for that. And then A circle left, 20 meters, developing the working canter. We only got a 6.5 for this. Again, obedient and needs to stretch down through the neck. And then between F and B, medium walk, we only got a 6.5. She said needs more energy. Yeah, it was kind of a backward transition. And then BH, free walk, we got a 7. As you see, she shows a lovely stretch, and you can see how beautifully she's stepping through behind. No comment from the judge, but comment from me. And then between C and M, H medium walk. And then between C and M, working trot rising. Got another 7 for that. Nice corner. And then A down center line, X hold through walk salute. And we got a 7 for that. No comment from the judge. Beautiful. So all her holds, she pretty much halted square for every hold. So that was awesome. I was so thrilled. I think she did fantastically for her first ever dressage test. And yeah. Well, we're on our way back home. Gyp was so good. She was such a sweetie patootie pie. She just did awesome. Pearl was a baby, she was a baby, and she'll get the hang of it. But
she did lots of baby things.
Yeah, she did lots of baby things. But we got some ribbons. Pearl got her first ribbon. She got 3rd place for her first test that she did, which wasn't too bad. It was the second test that was the bad one. And then Gyp got first in Intro A and second in Intro C. So she did awesome. What did you think, Ayla? What did you think of their tests?
I think Pearl was really distracted, and she was trying to get to the horses that were screaming at her. And I think she was also trying to show off to all the boys there.
Yeah.
And then Gyp, she was doing really good. I think she was very calm and focused. And also, you handled that very well with Pearl.
What, her backing Bronc act?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was fine.
I'm proud of both of them.
Yeah. It was a good first show. It just poured and poured with rain. It was very windy. It was not the best conditions, and they did make the decision to do the competition in the outdoor arena, which I don't think was the best decision.
I think if Pearl was in the indoor arena, she wouldn't have thrown.
Right. Yeah. I mean, with there was fencing that was like banging in the wind, horses screaming, and ATV driving by. It was just like, that was for her second test, was just like way too much for her little baby brain to handle. And if we'd been in the indoor, I think she would have been totally fine, because I warmed up in the indoor, and she was great in the warm-up. She was like calm and relaxed right before we went out.
Yeah, she was perfect in there.
Yeah. So I think if we'd stayed if we'd been in the warm-up, she would have been fine. But anyway, in the indoor arena, she would have been fine. But anyway, that's the end of our first show. We're going to get them home, try and get everything dried out, because we are soaked. I'm freezing cold. But yeah.
Yeah, the big holes in my boots did not help at all.
And we were like wading through the grass. So our socks, like my socks got so wet before I put my boots on. So I've had ice cold feet all day. But the joys of a horse show. But anyway, we will see you next week. Remember to give us a thumbs up and like the channel, subscribe, post your comments below. Love to hear what you think. Be kind. And I'll see you guys next week.
Uh-huh.